Hello, I am doing my Who You Are video today for my communication class. And let me tell you a few things about me. So, my name is Jasmine Newell, and I am a sophomore at Ball State. I went here last year because of the criminal justice program. So, criminal justice is now my major. I don't have a minor yet, but I'm kind of stuck between psychology and forensic science. So, or any other minors that I can't think of right now. But when I do, I will focus on that. So that's what it is. If I if I could have like one person in the entire world to have dinner with, it would be my best friend who is also a missionary within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Her name is Sister Olivia Sadoff. And the reason I chose her out of everyone else because she's the first person I have ever met and talked to while attending Ball State when COVID was not around at the time. And because of her, I have so many friends, not only around campus but also within the church. And she introduced me to the church, and I found myself interested. So I got myself to join the church, and now I am officially a Mormon. I've been a Mormon for well over a year now, and I loved it. And so if I would have a chance to see her again. In fact, that she's in Idaho right now. But if I have a chance to see her again in person, then I would hang out with her and take her to dinner to show my gratitude towards her. So if my house caught on fire, after saving my loved ones, that includes my family and my two cats, if I choose to save one object, it will be books. Because I can't live without them. Because I've been reading for as long as I can remember. And I've been collecting so many books. I have like a huge bookshelf full of books. And I have like a little pink carton of Star Wars books. So I've been collecting those. And I, in fact, ordered several more books. So they're on their way as we speak. Some of the books will be coming today and tomorrow, while the rest of the books come next week. And I think I have about 4 books that's coming to my house next month. So I'll be looking forward to that. So in contracts, I'm a book nerd and I'm proud of it. I got no shame in it. I really don't. The one little fact about me that even I didn't realize is that I love reading and watching true crime stories. I do. I think because of my interest in my major in criminal justice, I've been interested in criminal justice since my junior year in high school when I was attending my criminal justice class while I was in Michigan City High School. There was a career center called AK Smith. It's actually on the other side of town, right next to what used to be a middle school, which is now turned to the YMCA, or the Y for short. So the building is called AK Smith, and there's a criminal justice program, and I want to get into it. So I signed up and I got in, and I had this really great teacher. His name is Officer Hood. He's another great teacher, but an awesome police officer. And he may be serious with school, but also he is kind of fun to be around. He really is. In fact, another fun fact about him, that he is also part of a church, not my church, but a completely different church. So I got me interested in learning about more about God from him first before I went to Ball State and meet Sister Sadoff. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So since then, I've been interested in reading true crime stories. So I began reading about them, and when reading, it dissatisfied me, even though it did, but it wasn't enough. I ended up watching true crime documentaries, true crime stories, interviews from victims' families and survivors. and just really get into it. I'm not a fan of all. I'm just interested and want to learn more about that and learn about cases. And there's also some YouTube channels about like people talking about true crime stories. My two favorite true crime talkers is Kiana and Bailey Saren. So that's what got me interested in learning about more true crime cases. Most interest about like serial killers to murderers to school shootings, and the reason I would get interested in it is because it's kind of fascinating to learn and to apply it to real life in order to, well, they are for real life, but still applies to your everyday life to be a lot more careful and to not only keep yourself safe but your family safe, because like life is kind of short and you don't know what's gonna happen to you. So we all have to be careful out there. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the biggest problem I have with speaking in public is that I stuttered a lot. I've been stuttering for as long as I can remember, and it brings my self-esteem so low that like I barely even talk to people. I have talked to people, I've made friends over the years, but still with my stuttering, it gets harder and harder to speak in public. It really does bring down my self-esteem and raise my anxiety levels so bad that like I have to be one of the last few people to speak in my classes. So that's that. But still, I'm still working on my stuttering and still working on public speaking. And I hope with this class I'm able to gain some knowledge and some courage. So someday when COVID dies down and I'll be able to go back down there, I'll be able to speak in public without being so nervous, and my anxiety level will go through the roof. I will still have anxiety, but it won't be as bad as it was before back in the day. But I will still be stuttering though, because that's the one thing I can't control. But I'm trying to control it, but what are we gonna do about it? Okay, so that's the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope each and every one of you enjoyed learning about me, and I hope you have a great day. And stay safe out there.